The Employee Retention Credit from the IRS is the last major COVID relief program. Claim up to $26,000 for each employee you had on payroll. This is Marty Stewart with Disaster Loan Advisors. The IRS tax refund is newfound money for your business. Let us help you navigate the ERC program with flexible options and working together. You can relax and have peace of mind that you're in good hands. Stay safe, stay compliant, and keep more of your refund. Take the next step and schedule a free ERC consultation call with us today.
Employee Retention Credit for churches and places of worship. The Employee Retention Credit serves as a critical lifeline for churches, places of worship, ministries, and clergies that have faced unprecedented financial challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. The ERC helps religious organizations retain their employees by providing essential cash refunds through payroll tax relief. Eligibility for the ERC includes nonprofits experiencing a significant decline in gross receipts, or those impacted by the pandemic's restrictions on in-person religious services and capacity limitations, which have led to reduced funding and donations. The ERC offers much-needed support for religious organizations as they navigate the ongoing challenges of the pandemic. Understanding the Employee Retention Credit ERC is crucial for churches and places of worship seeking financial relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. The ERC helps eligible religious organizations retain employees by providing cash refunds through payroll tax relief. To qualify, organizations must have experienced a significant decline in gross receipts or faced full or partial suspension of operations due to government mandates related to COVID-19. The ERC interacts with other COVID-19 relief provisions, such as the Paycheck Protection Program PPP loan, and it's important to understand the nuances of these relief measures to maximize financial support. It's recommended that church leaders and administrators consult with a tax professional or accountant to navigate the ERC and other relief programs, ensuring the best outcome for their organization during these challenging times. Benefits of Employee Retention Credit for churches and places of worship. Financial relief during the pandemic. The ERC provides much-needed financial relief to churches and places of worship struggling during the pandemic, helping them cover employee wages and maintain operations. Retaining employees and serving the community. With the support of the ERC, religious organizations can continue serving their communities by retaining employees and keeping talented staff members on board during challenging times. Cash refunds through payroll tax. The ERC offers cash refunds through payroll tax to eligible employers, providing immediate financial support to help retain employees and continue serving their communities. Eligibility for smaller nonprofits. Churches and nonprofits with gross receipts below $1 million in the preceding year may be eligible for the ERC, making it a valuable relief measure for smaller organizations. Up to 50% of qualified wages. In 2020, churches can claim up to 50% of qualified wages paid to employees, with a maximum credit of $5,000 per employee. In 2021, the ERC remains available with possible changes to eligibility criteria and maximum credit amount. Requirements for churches and religious organizations to qualify for ERC. To qualify for the Employee Retention Credit ERC, churches and religious organizations must have tax-exempt status under Internal Revenue Code Section 501. Pay employee wages subject to federal payroll taxes, and provide a reasonable basis for determining qualified wages. Eligibility is based on financial criteria, not religious affiliation or activity, ensuring that claiming the credit does not imply special treatment from the government. Calculating the maximum ERC amount involves considering qualified wages and gross receipts. The credit equals 50% of qualified wages, with a maximum credit of $5,000 per employee in 2020 and $7,000 per quarter per employee in 2021. Eligible employers must meet specific gross receipt requirements, such as experiencing a significant decline in quarterly gross receipts compared to the same calendar quarter in 2019, or having operations fully or partially suspended due to government mandates. Nonprofits with less than $1 million in annual gross receipts may also qualify for tax credits on all qualified wages paid during this period, even if facing lessened activities due to reduced church attendance during the pandemic. Qualifying wages and payroll tax credits for ERC. Qualifying wages for the Employee Retention Credit include compensation for time worked and certain types of health benefits paid between March 12, 2020 and December 31, 2021. The credit applies to wages paid up to $10,000 per employee per quarter in 2021, and employers should maintain accurate payroll tax records for potential ERC refunds. The ERC can be used with other tax credits and deductions, but the same wages cannot be counted for both ERC and PPP loan forgiveness or FFCRA paid leave credit. Employers must choose which benefits to use for those wages, and expenses claimed for the ERC cannot be used as a deduction on taxes. Understanding how these programs interact is crucial to maximizing financial relief and avoiding conflicts. How to claim the Employee Retention Credit. To claim the Employee Retention Credit, churches and nonprofit organizations must file Form 941 for quarterly payroll tax returns, ensuring all information is accurate and up to date. Retroactive credits for previous quarters can be claimed by making adjustments to payroll tax filings and receiving refunds or offsetting future payroll taxes. Credits must be claimed within 3 years of filing the relevant tax return. If you have already filed Form 941 and want to claim the ERC, you can file an amended Form 941X for the relevant quarter. Adjusting previously filed forms can be complex, so seeking guidance from a qualified tax professional or accountant is highly recommended to avoid potential errors or penalties and ensure you are claiming all available credits. Maximizing the ERC for churches and places of worship. To ensure the maximum benefits from the Employee Retention Credit, churches and religious organizations should identify all eligible expenses, understand tax implications, and consult with a knowledgeable financial advisor or accountant. Identifying qualifying wages and related expenses can help maximize credits, while understanding the tax implications ensures compliance with federal payroll taxes and regulations. Seeking professional guidance and resources is crucial to navigate the complexities of claiming ERC and to ensure eligibility is accurately reported. By working with a tax professional or accountant, churches and nonprofits can optimize their financial relief and maintain operations during these challenging times. Case studies, examples of churches and places of worship utilizing Employee Retention Credit. By claiming the Employee Retention Credit, both the Texas Church and the California nonprofit organization were able to provide financial support to their employees during the difficult times caused by the pandemic. These organizations were able to maintain operations and continue serving their communities, even in the face of economic challenges. In a third example, a small religious organization in the Midwest was able to continue providing essential services to its members, such as food distribution and counseling, by utilizing the ERC to cover payroll expenses for employees who manage these programs. In each of these cases, the churches and nonprofit organizations worked closely with tax professionals or accountants to ensure they accurately identified eligible expenses, calculated maximum credits, and filed the necessary paperwork to claim the ERC. As a result, they received financial relief that allowed them to maintain their operations and continue serving their communities during the pandemic. List of common religious affiliations. Here is a comprehensive list of religious affiliations that might qualify: Christian, Protestant, White Evangelical, White Mainline Protestant, Black Protestant, Hispanic Protestant, Other Non-White Protestant, Catholic, White Catholic, Hispanic Catholic, Other Non-White Catholic, Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, Orthodox Christian, Unaffiliated, Non-Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, Other Non-Christian. List of religious populations around the world. Here is a full list of religions that may qualify for the ERC credit. African traditional religions: Animism, Baha'i, Buddhism, Kaodai, Chinese traditional religion, Christianity, ethnic religions, Hinduism, Islam, Jainism, Judaism, Neo-paganism, Rastafari, secular, non-religious, agnostic, atheist, Shinto, Sikhism, Spiritism, Tenrikyo, Unitarian Universalism, Zoroastrianism. Types of places of worship. Here is a list of buildings and structures where people go to worship: Eastern Orthodox Church, Catholic Church, chapel, cathedral, mosque, tabernacle, basilica, synagogue, convent, stupa, Dahe house of worship, Hindu temple, Shinto shrine, sanctuary, Gurdwara, fire temple, Jain temple, Taoist temple. Conclusion and summary: Employee Retention Credit for churches and places of worship. The Employee Retention Credit helps eligible churches and places of worship retain staff and serve their communities during the COVID-19 pandemic by providing financial relief based on specific criteria. Proper identification of eligible expenses and navigating the claiming process can maximize the benefits of the ERC. Disaster loan advisors can assist your business with the complex and confusing Employee Retention Credit and Employee Retention Tax Credit programs without you having to pay an excessive percentage of your hard-earned ERC refund. Schedule your free Employee Retention Credit consultation to see what amount of Employee Retention Tax Credit your company qualifies for.
As you can see, navigating the Employee Retention Credit Program is very complex and confusing to try to figure it out on your own. Even on the IRS ERC FAQ pages, it says this page is not current. There have been several years of updates and changes to this IRS tax credit already, including 4 congressional acts and 5 updated guidances from the IRS, totaling over 3,900 pages. Who has time to sift through all that information, let alone decipher some of the confusing language and rulings? In order to stay compliant with current IRS ERC rules and regulations, expert specialized help is highly recommended. Even if your business received an SBA PPP loan, you are still eligible for the ERC credit. If you think you may not qualify, it's worth a conversation to see if your business does. Let us assist you with a complete employee retention credit process, or if you might be stuck on filling out the IRS 941X forms correctly on your own. We are here to help. Stay safe, stay compliant, keep more of your refund. Email us at support@disasterloanadvisors.com or call us toll-free at 877-463-9777 extension 3. Or visit us on the web at www.disasterloanadvisors.com/ERC for complete details on the Employee Retention Credit Program for your business.